Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. What's good, what's good, what's good? So yeah, I'm running a little bit late this morning, but that's okay. We'll catch up. There's a lot of stuff going on and we will absolutely have to catch up now. The market currently is at 106,958. So you're seeing a surge in Bitcoin, which means the rest of the market is also picking up. Not mad about that. So here's what I have going on today. Today, I've got to get down to the city, so it's going to be a long day. Trump Media ETF is being proposed by the NYSE. They've asked for a rules change to offer the new Bitcoin, the new dual Bitcoin and Ethereum spot ETF. Oof, yeah. It's probably going to be, the mix is going to be 75% Bitcoin and 25% Ethereum. Obviously with crypto.com as the custodian, that was a deal that was cut a while ago, but now it's actually in there. They're expecting, to leverage Trump Media's $2.4 billion Bitcoin treasury. Interesting. Very interesting. Then we've got South Korea's stablecoin plan. They want to start with the banks. Let the banks start issuing stablecoins primarily. Sounds interesting to me. Sounds very interesting to me. They seem to be thinking forward. Just saying. What else do we have going on? We have Arizona's Bitcoin Reserve Fund is going to start off with the first $300,000 seized, because it'll start from seizures. It's bill number 2324 if you want to look it up. I think we were speaking about this a while ago, so you should probably look that up, especially if you're in Arizona. XRP Ledger 2.5.0 update is out, and there's a lot of stuff going on with it. The multi-token escrow, permission DEX, and 30% fewer failed transactions. That's what they're coming with. That's actually a very big deal. So I'm sitting back, I'm paying attention to it, and I'm watching XRP just go bonkers. Remember last night I told you that XRP had more wallets than Solana. I think we could be looking at weakness in Solana, because not only did XRP do well, but Solana dropped. The number of active wallets for Solana dropped significantly, like 35%. So that's kind of what's in the news, right? So I'm paying attention to that because, yeah, I do hold a bag of Solana. I just haven't been adding to that bag of Solana. I've got other things to do with my money. But I know there are a lot of people out there that believe in Solana. Hey, that's what makes the world go round, right? Everybody's got to manage their bag the way they need to manage their bag. And what do? Do your own research, know your entries and exits, and absolutely invest deliberately. That's the GMB3, and that's what we practice. Right? That's the whole point. Then we've got Max Kaiser saying that there is a Bitcoin supply shock imminent. Highly possible. When you have all these institutions just buying things up, it leaves less on the exchanges, and that's not what they want. That is not actually what they want. The exchanges, that is. Right? So it's kind of a big deal. Then you've got miners coming in and saying, yeah, we're gonna put some profit on the table. We got bills to pay. Then on top of that, you've got BlackRock and others looking to invest in miners. Why is that? It's because they offer multiple revenue streams. That's why. And if you're BlackRock, you kind of want to be involved in the complete supply chain. Makes you stop and think, right? So yeah, okay, I can pay attention to that. I can definitely do that. What else do we have? The San Antonio Spurs cuts a deal with Ledger, and they just showed off their brand new Ledger branded jerseys. Sports deals are back. So I'm just sitting back and I'm just kind of going, yeah, okay. That tells me that things might be rough, for a little bit, but it tells me things are going to seriously pick up. Because everybody's going to be like, what the heck is Ledger? Who the heck is Ledger? At some point, you're just going to have a bunch of people looking up what the heck is Ledger. Oh, it's a crypto wallet. What's crypto? It sounds like it's a far leap, but it really isn't. The more people see something, the more they see it, the more they see it, the more they see it, the more they're going to want to know about it. At some point, they'll go look it up. Ledger, crypto, something else, crypto, something else, crypto. What the heck is crypto? Should I be involved in crypto? Banks are allowed to muck around with crypto? Well, what's that mean? You see where I'm going? Every time you hear a little something, it adds to the mix. It adds to the mix, and that's what gets people interested in looking up crypto. Now, what else do we have? We've got Spark Kitty Trojans. It's a major threat. Malware infects crypto / TikTok apps, stealing wallet seed phrases on a global level. I have a friend, he keeps sending me links. I never click his links. I could care less what it's about. I'd rather him tell me what it's about than send me links. I'm not going to click any links. In this day and age, you want to send out links to people? Don't do that. Tell them what they can go research so that they can go see what it is. Don't send them links. That's how you make people click happy. QR codes, don't scan them. I don't scan QR codes if they come in a box. Newest scam is you receive something at your house. You weren't expecting anything. You pick it up, you open it up. Oh, it's a cute little gadget, whatever heck it is. And it comes with a little QR code. You zap the QR code. Now they zap your phone. Yeah. I don't click links. I don't scan QR codes. It's just not what I do. Unless I can trust that source. Nope. And I don't click random links, no matter who sends them to me. My mother sends me a link. I'll be like, what's this about? And instead of clicking the link, I'll go look it up. Because I understand the ramifications of somebody getting access to one of my devices. Even if it's a dumb device. I don't want that. It's a mess. I don't want to have to clean that up. I don't want to have to track down the hackers and do things. No. That's too much work. It's way too much work. Don't click links. Day and age where everybody's getting hacked left and right, that's not what you want to do. And it's a full-on assault. Institutions, governments, municipalities, regular people, businesses, large and small, everybody's getting hacked. Everybody's open. If there's electricity running through it, it can be hacked one way or another. When I was a kid, we used to hack payphones so we can make calls. See a bunch of dudes standing on the corner making phone calls. Who do you think they're calling? Little childhood sweetheart. But you know how it was. You didn't want to have to keep feeding the phone. So yeah, there were ways that you could do it. So yeah, you start to realize, yeah, maybe I shouldn't be clicking links. I don't click links, and I don't care who the heck it comes from. Like I said, if it comes from my mother, Mom, what's this about? Okay, let me go research that. I don't click links. I'm not a link clicker. Don't send me links. MasterCard and VPS in Morocco are bringing blockchain tech to Morocco. They're bringing payments, digital payments to Morocco. I told you, MasterCard's been doing some crazy stuff over the past couple of months because deals don't happen that day. They get negotiated, all this stuff. It could take months. MasterCard's been on a rip. They have been on a rip. MasterCard's making moves, and they're saying we're laying out our future. We're in control of our future right now, and we're going to lay out our future right now. Smart. I don't care what anybody says. That's really smart. Really, really, really smart. Right? And then Bernie Sanders is calling out all of the AI companies, right? Because, work week reductions, universal health care, and public AI governance to protect workers from automation-driven displacement. That's what I have talks with people every day about how I would automate their job. Almost any job. Well, definitely almost any office job. Construction, there are only a couple of places I can automate that, right? You've got machines that print buildings. Think about that. Machines that print buildings. Small buildings, well, not high rises yet, right? But they can go up to a certain height, and so they're printing homes left and right, literally printing buildings. All those construction workers that used to be there, yeah, they're not there anymore. Setting this up, setting that up. And people are like, oh my gosh, that's going to hit, construction. Well, prefabrication has been an issue for construction for a while. This is just the next level. But imagine an office job. I can look at almost any office job and automate it. And not just automate it, but add AI to it. And now I've really got a robust function. Just saying. There are a lot of things that you can do. And companies are going to have to start realizing that, oh, wow, wait a minute. Companies and governments are going to have to start realizing that universal basic income, you better start having that conversation now. You better start having that conversation now. That's a tough pill to swallow. It really is a tough pill to swallow. But as you can get more and more done with less and less people, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Farming is automated. Well, not all of it, but a lot of farming is automated, depending on the kind of crop and stuff like that. Yeah, you've got robots doing a lot of stuff. So yeah, a lot of things need to be reviewed. And Bernie Sanders is calling it out. Bernie Sanders is calling it out. Then you have whale moves. $120 million worth of Bitcoin were moved over to Binance by mysterious wallets. Sounds like some people are trying to lock in some profit. Sounds like. Just itty bitty little bit. And I'm here for it. There's no reason not to take profit, not to realize profit. And then you keep doing what you're doing. Some people like to sit back and wait and hold and, it'll be years and everything will even out. I had a conversation about that last night. Go listen to last night's video. D-Mac was like, listen, holding over time is better than trying to time. Maybe. Depends on what the situation is. So with my trading wallets, I trade volatility rather, right? My hodling wallets, I'm hodling for a while. But when I see the market taking a greater than 5% drop, I'm paying attention to that next 5%. Then I'm out. I'm going to realize the profits that I have, and or I'm going to mitigate any kind of risk that's going on. I'm going to stop the hemorrhaging. And then when it finds and settles on the bottom, then I'll get back in and I'll buy more. Because I sold here and I'm buying here. I might not have sold at the top, but I sold toward the top. Then it takes a dip. Big dip, which I'm still expecting. I'm still expecting a big dip into the 90s, into the 80s. And I'm expecting it within the next couple of months. So I don't mind snatching profit right now and then just waiting. I don't mind. I mean, I'm not doing with everything that I have, but I've got some ready to rock. Why? Because I believe that I'll be able to catch that dip, immediately buy in, sprinkle, right? I don't buy in, single chunks, sprinkle. And then when it starts to go up, I'm still sprinkling in. My DCA strategy is still there. It's just that I might pause my DCA strategy if the dagger is falling. I'm not trying to catch falling daggers. That's nuts. That's absolutely nuts. Not trying to do that. And then we've got Ripple X. I told you about the Ripple Ledger piece. Them doing their upgrade. What else we have? Told you about South Korea. Awesome sauce. Green Minerals Bitcoin bet. The company's $2.4 billion Bitcoin treasury and stock drop after heating up deep sea mining. It's a Norwegian company. And they've got an energy policy shift going on. So yeah, there are a lot of things going on around the world. Some people ask me, you're in the United States, why are you talking about things that are going on around the world? I'll say it time and time again. What happens there can affect here. What happens there can affect here. What happens here can affect there. This blue marble that we live on is about this big. Think about that. You can pick up the phone and call anybody in the world. Call any place. I mean, heck, not just a phone. You can get on video call with them. As long as they have internet, you can get on a video call with them. How nuts is that? How long ago was that technology wasn't so ubiquitous? Oh, that's when you start to go, holy moly, wait a minute, what? Like, yeah, that's when you start to see things. That's when you start to see things. So that's why I'm saying at some point, you've got to say to yourself, yeah, the world is small. So when this country enacts a new regulation, other countries are looking at that regulation. Do we have one? Should we have one? Is that the one? What kind of things, what kind of other things should we be looking at? See how that works? Oh, I'm seeing a lot of investment going on in that country. Are we invested in that country? Maybe we should invest in that country. The globe is a small place. It's a very small place. So let's not get it twisted. There are a lot of things that we should be paying attention to. There are a lot of things that are going on, and we're just going to have to bite the bullet and do it. Let's not be afraid. But you know what we should do? That's right. We should check the numbers. So let me get on over here. Pull that, push this, click that. Bam. So we're looking at the markets right now, basically moving sideways. I'm basically unchanged. The Dow futures expected to open a little bit down at 23. That's going to change a lot before the market actually opens. So right now, we're basically unchanged. Basically unchanged. Oil is at 65.05. Not bad. Just a few days ago, it was at 74. What? Yeah. What do we have going on today? Today is Wednesday. Nothing except new home sales. Okay. It's a good number to have. But after yesterday's Fed Chair Powell speaking, I'm kind of like, doesn't matter that much. What happened here? Ooh, is their sight down? Yeah, it was down for a second. So what do we have? Fear and Greed Index is up by 1 to 66. Yeah, because people are expecting things to actually do better. However, I mean, I think the new regime is a little bit ticked off. Why? Too early of a victory lap, because there was no victory to be had. Spent all that money, dropping all those big ordinances, and you hit nothing. So now the chessboard changes, right? Now that we know that we did not actually destroy all that stuff, war in that region is still kind of here. These are the things that we have to think about. Chess, not checkers, and apparently we've been playing checkers. Then you've got the TVL going on. We're currently at 119. So close. So close. You know I like to be above 125. I'm waiting for 125 to be the new low, but I think we've got a little while before that to happen. I think maybe first quarter next year, 125 billion in total value lock will be the new low. The way we're playing around in the 110s, 120s, I think the 125 will be the new low. Right now, it's not. Right now, it's not. So yeah, paying attention to these things. Like I said, we're at 106,594. Look at that. Just putting it in the middle screen so everybody can see it. So yeah, I'm just looking at this and I'm kind of like, this is an opportunity. It's not a bad opportunity, right? Because we're still only approaching the old all-time high. The old all-time high. We're still playing within now this elongated band. Just saying. Then we've got BTC, ETH, BCH, BNB, Sol. Sol's down. Aptos is picking up. I don't know why people are looking at Pi. I won't touch it. I just won't. Doge is down. Nothing I would buy into, but Link is. Link, BNB, ETH, XRP, ADA, SUI, Litecoin, XLM, Avalanche. Ava's another one I would do. Aave, rather. BCH, BTC. Who else do I like up here? HBAR. which has been going up a bit. Ton, definitely. There's a bunch of stuff in here that I'd be looking at, but then I switch over and I kind of like to take a look at the numbers. And what are the numbers telling me? That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. The distance between here and here, over 40%, over 41%, almost 41.5%. Right? That's been a big distance. We've had the distance lower between Bitcoin and Ethereum. Yes, I pay attention to that. Tells me about the rhythm of coins. So Bitcoin has come back to where it was, but Ethereum has not. Ethereum has room to run. It's got to get back to like 2,600, 2,650, around there. It still has a long way to go before it actually gets back. So that's why there's a bigger distance, a bigger gap between the two. But this starts to tell me what's the rhythm of a coin. And that's what I pay attention to. Hyperliquid is still on the move. Bitcoin Cash still on the move. SUI, upward potential. You know what? Maybe I should be looking over here. I probably have to log in. I told you I've been running slow today. I've been running very, very slow today, which is okay. Ugh, you're killing me. I don't have time to log in. I don't have time to go through all that. I'll have to go over it with you later on tonight during the crypto overflow. Anyway, everybody, this is Eddie J on crypto for growmybag.tv. I've gone over a lot of things right here. I've gone over the news. We'll retrace this news later on tonight, along with the new news that we have during the crypto overflow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I strongly suggest you invest in yourself today. Anyway, everybody, thank you for your time. Thank you for your patience. And as always, thank you for your trust. I'll see you later on tonight. Have a good day. Bye-bye.